Blue skies and rainbows and sunbeams from heaven are what I can see. When my Lord is living in me, I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that we never would part. Well, good evening. This is Sunday evening and the first of what I am calling Sunday Night Science and the Bible. And we're going to be looking at some science things in conjunction with Scripture and how they go together. And I'm excited to do this for the next few weeks with you. Have you ever seen workers build a brick building? They don't just stack them together, the bricks on top of each other. They need some sort of glue to hold all those bricks together. Looks something like this, and they need a glue, and this glue is right here. It's called mortar. It's kind of it's concrete. We call it mortar, and it glues all of those bricks together, holds them together, makes that wall really strong, so it doesn't fall apart, and it does what it's supposed to do. Well, in the same way, your body is made up of some 37.2 trillion little bricks called cells. Our whole body is made up of cells. And like a building, those cells need some sort of glue to hold them together. And so the glue for cells is something called laminin. Laminin holds your body together, holds the cells of your body together. Now, the thing that's even more amazing about laminin is what it looks like. When you take a laminin and you put it under a microscope and you take a peek at it where you can really see what it looks like, it looks something like this. It looks like a cross. Now, isn't that amazing? Now, God designed all of this, okay? It looks something like a cross. Now, why is that an important thing to know? Well, I believe because it's another reminder that we are God's creation. God left his fingerprints all throughout creation. We sing the Hippo song and talks about God's fingerprints are everywhere. But God leaves his fingerprints all over creation, and when we look really close at things, we can see those things. And when we look at the human body, not only just its function and how it does the things it does on its own, but little things like this, like laminin, that holds your body together, and the shape of it looks like a cross. Kind of a neat reminder for us, right? The Bible even tells us that although we can't see the invisible qualities of God, like his awesome power and his holiness, we can see his creation and know he is real. We learn that in Romans chapter 1, verse 20. Jesus was with God at creation. And Colossians chapter 1, verse 16 and 17 tells us in him all things were created. Things in heaven and earth, visible and invisible, in him all things hold together, or all things are held together in Jesus. And so when we look at that laminin that holds the cells of our body together, and it looks like the shape of a cross, which is our reminder of what Jesus did on the cross for each of us, we are reminded of God's greatness. And it's laminin is a picture of what Jesus tells us in his word, that he's the glue that holds our bodies together, that holds our souls together, and it holds everything about us together. And so when you're feeling overwhelmed and having, the absolute worst day ever, a rough day, think about laminin. Remember that Jesus holds you and all things together. Might look something like this. If these were the cells of your body, each of these bricks were the cells of your body, that's the laminin holding it together. That's Jesus holding you together, holding your body, your cells together, your body together, your soul together, keeping us all together. And so when we start to worry about all the things happening in life around us, it helps us to remember that Jesus is Lord of all, that Jesus holds us together, that Jesus keeps us, that God keeps us safe through Jesus, and holds us all together. It's kind of a neat thing to learn from science about how God designed our bodies with these little reminders that he's in control, that he has things taken care of, that He's always going to be watching out for us. And remember what we talked about in Wednesday's lesson, that He always has us under His wings to protect us and to keep us safe and to keep us warm. So think about that next time you worry a little bit about things being out of control. God has things under control, and He's holding us together with little reminders like laminin, the glue that holds our cells together. Hope this was fun for you to learn a little bit about science and how it works with the Bible. We're going to continue these lessons on Sunday nights at 5 o'clock. So look forward to those. Miss you all. Until next time, we'll see you later.